Hello fans of Marvel Heroes and friends of my channel, welcome to another episode of Q&A. I play the game, also talk a little bit about the game. So I wanted to log in and play a little bit of Marvel Heroes as a casual game. It's kind of nice to log in once in a while. So I didn't really know what to do at this point because everything is changing. And I probably would play some Holocene, for you guys. And I've got a topic in my mind because the mood in the PC community has been rather down. It's been a while that's rather down. It has many good reasons, but on the other hand, the console version is going pretty well. I know a lot of you are very excited on the console world, so congratulations on having a fun game to play over there. But this video is really for the PC community. But if you like to sort of like get a feel of how this game or developer is doing in either platform, I mean, feel free to stay on, because whatever you see in this PC kind of like community, maybe one day is your future in the console. Now, a little bit of the background here is that a lot of us been playing this game very passionately. We always wanted this game to succeed because the more people who play this game, the more money they may have and sort of develop the whole thing. But on the other hand, is also, we sort of have to be aware of what's happening. If the direction is not really towards something that is good, then, people speak the truth. You can't really sugarcoat certain things to make things better just because you ask people to do it, like, say some good thing about it. But just take a look at the stats here. Steam chart, is it a good representative of a game? Well, I would say yes as a proxy. You can never know how many people are playing in this game right now because there are launchers. Well, but same can be said to, say, Path of Exile, whereby there's a launcher and there's a Steam version. So my thinking is that those who are on the Steam will always be on Steam, and those who are not Steam will not Steam, right? So unless there's a huge issue with Steam, so I would presume whatever trend that you see here is really about a good proxy on how the game is doing. I mean, you could think about how many people take 5 coffees a day, whatnot. You can't ask the whole population of the world, but you can take a sample, and those trending does speak some truth in some sense. So a few of us has been monitoring the Steam chart for quite some time. It is not a surprise that the number has been going down and down and down. So now, if you take a look at 2016, before they announced the biggest update ever, it's been pretty healthy. I mean, you have like a 2,000, close to 3,000 kind of like average player on Steam itself. So it's rather all right. But the March is the time when they started announcing the biggest update ever. During then, there has been quite a lot of controversial kind of like a talk, and I think a mobility update is kind of announced a little bit later as well. So this game has been on a decline since last year, from 3,000 all the way down, and it break through to even lower than 4 digits to 800 odd average player kind of thing. So it's a trend there that the whole thing is dying. But of course, you could ask like why the whole thing is dying and so on. Is it really dying? But you take a look at a developer's point of view. You can see the patch notes, right? Every month usually there are 2 updates or 3 updates. But today is the 1st of June. The last update is May 4th, and the signal I'm getting, although they keep telling us that there's a new or the timeline coming up and so on. I mean, those are promises we heard so many times, right? If you look back at the history of Marvel Heroes, back in like a year, 2 years ago, how many promises are being made all the while, and what do we see? I value action rather than just words. So, and if you look at the console world, yes, I mean, they have a lot of really fun things happening. They have major redesign of some heroes and so on, and seems like a lot of excitement over there. But unfortunately, I'm at the PC world, just feeling a little bit left behind. Seriously, I mean, and in a way, how does it motivate or not motivate me to do something? The answer is that I mean, I don't really feel motivated to play. For the real reason that whatever I invested on this game, I know I'm always behind, and I'm always going to be in a just behind the whole thing. I mean, and they're making a lot of changes that I don't necessarily feel that is required, but they're making a lot of tweaks to the whole kind of all the heroes and so on. I mean, I wish that they just like hang on a second. I wish that they just take the time to relook into the new content, give us something new and so on to play, rather than all these tweaks and so on. What's wrong with Thor? What's wrong with Scarlet Witch and stuff like that? So just my view, and everybody may have their view. Some of you may love the content a lot, and it's good for you, but it just doesn't really work for me right now. So do I really have a reason to log in? Now, I actually had quite a lot of plan for Marvel Heroes. I want to make some guides for you guys. I really do. You guys been with me for quite some time, so you know how much I enjoy just figuring out the game and sort of kind of thing. But there's really no point, because whatever I do here is going to be a waste. I can make a guide on Thor, which I did. I can make a guide on Scarlet, which I did. But I don't know, who knows, couple of months later, maybe, or even less, it's obsolete. So what for pouring so much time in building guides and learning the game? Try to be, try to do it right. So motivation-wise, I don't lie. There's really no reason for me to play anymore, seriously. In view of that, just thought I'd make a video. If in the event whereby you heard all my promise saying that I'm looking into building guides on, say, Thor, or Hulk, or some other heroes that I planned for, but what happened to those things that I said I would, but I didn't? Well, the reason why is that there's without a clarity of what is to come, what is to change. And by the way, they could have just communicated all these things up front. If they have already planned Thor, and I don't think development is done in like a day or two. It probably have months to plan this happen, right? So they could have communicated all these upcoming changes in a more transparent kind of manner. So if I know that Thor is not going to be changed in like a few, very soon, then I may say, forget it. I'm not going to play Thor right now. But if you tell me that some hero like Beast is going to stay there for a long time, then I'll say, I'll just play a little bit more Beast, right? So that's the whole reason why I'm a little bit frustrated right now on the fact that it's not that they don't have information, just that they are not communicating, which is always, if you look at all these so-called veterans, kind of like this unhappiness about the whole thing is all about communication. And they, I thought with the new director or CEO or whoever, they will probably do a better job in communicating to us what is to come and what is not, some concrete plan, rather than, okay, we have 1 terminal, 2 terminal, whatnot. Tell us something like, you PC will get Thor update in when, and make it like a big announcement somewhere. Make it very clear that Omega Gear, when do we have it, kind of thing. Those things would be very helpful. So if you go back to all the communication on when the Omega thing is supposed to be up, if you recall, there was a timeline saying that after the biggest update ever, they have like 1 or 2 months kind of like wait, and then after that the Omega Gear will come in, right? So that was the promise that we made. And what happened to those promises? Do we even know for sure when we'll get the Omega Gear, right? 1 or 2 months after that would have been 3 months ago, right? If not more. So that is where I am right now with this game, with my thought, because I sort of like, although I'm on this side of the webcam, I feel that a lot of you who have been following and supporting my channel, you guys are like friends to me. So I thought maybe I just be transparent and tell you how I feel right now. Okay, so now Hollow Sim, I have to complete, I think 5 waves. So it's one of those content that I feel I never liked Hollow Sim for many reasons. First of all, the map is very boring. If you play any ARPG or whatnot, dynamic map is very, very important. Dynamic map is very important, because if ARPG means it's very repetitive, we do repetitive stuff, which is fine because it has a genre. But when we do stuff like that, we want randomness. We don't want the same map again and again. Every single event do the same thing, right? 5 waves of this, and the map doesn't change at all. And it's supposed to be a danger room simulation. So how hard it is to have the simulation there, like kind of thing. So yeah. So that's the one thing I never really liked Holocene, even for the very inception of it. Yeah, so anyhow. Okay, I think I'm done. How many more waves? Just second wave, third wave here. 2 more waves, I'm done. So now, what am I doing lately? So you've been following my channel, you know that I've been playing other games as well, which is rather fun. Because I'm someone who always like to take on new challenges, new genre, new game, and so on. So nowadays, my wife and I is into this whole Blizzard craze. So let me just explain a little bit. But before that, what happened to this? I have to destroy a civilian here. Santino here. So now the whole Blizzard kind of like craze goes something like that. We started playing the I've started playing the Diablo, of course. So I managed to do. I'm really a noob in the Diablo. Where I'm more confident, or when it comes to Marvel Heroes as an ARPG, which is rather casual. You think about it. It has its own good. I mean, nothing wrong with that being casual. It's just that if a game is being casual and then try to be not casual, I think that is the problem we have. So I've been playing a lot of like Diablo. I think by this weekend I should be able to solo as a Crusader. Greater Rift 50, not a big deal. 60, Greater Rift 60. So it's not really a big deal because I think these days people are aiming for 70 for the trance of the Primal Ancient. Good luck with that. But it would be quite an achievement if I am able to do that. Get to Greater Rift 70 myself, 60 first, then go further. So that is my aim for the Diablo. But nowadays I'm a little bit sort of like behind in the whole Diablo thingy. Not because I don't like it anymore. It's because there's constantly a lot of distraction. There has been a Overwatch event going on. Then Overwatch has all these anniversary loot and stuff like that. Now I don't really play Overwatch really that much, but recently I rediscovered Overwatch because I managed to get my wife, who never play any first person shooter, into trying out. And one thing great about Blizzard game is that it's so easy to learn, and yet it's so you to master it really take a lot of time. And the simplicity and the complexity within is really something that get people hooked up and do a lot of things. So how am I doing with my Overwatch kind of like Conquest, Overwatch kind of loot box thingy? So I've been trying to get 1 loot box a day, and I don't buy, of course. And I managed to get 2 of the legendary skins. So one for the, I don't know what it's called, man, the ninja thingy. So I've got that one. I've got the beekeeper, whatnot. I don't know, for May. So I'm a Diva fan. So, but I'm not complaining, man. These are all free kind of gift from Blizzard, and I'm not going to spend too much money on this one as well. So yeah, I mean that is one thing that I've been doing a lot lately. And also Hero of the Storm is having the the second anniversary event. If you play one game, you get a loot box. So we are playing that as well. I've unlocked Diva in Heroes of the Storm. It's super fun. Now, by the way, I'm on the wave 5 here. So the funny thing is that I've completed everything. By right, I should have just lose myself and get it done. But I tell you what, because since it's stupid, I'll just do it. And the other thing I've been playing a lot is also on World of Warcraft. My wife has been playing a lot of World of Warcraft. And I always been wondering, because she has been doing a lot of things on her own, World of Warcraft. So I've been trying to gain the reputation so that I'm able to join her for the World Quest. Because in order to do World Quest, you have to be friendly with I don't know, God knows how many fractions and out there. So I'm working my way through there, and I'm hoping that so I'm completed here. So hoping that one more, the Surama kind of region, once I get that map done, then I can join my wife. Another dupe, that's not bad. I was about to give up myself, these are the dupe wave. Okay, so that is another unique. It's quite a lot of unique going on. I mean, I haven't been doing this Danger Room for a while. I think the the reward wise is rather decent. Oop, I keep pressing the wrong button. Sorry. The reward wise is rather decent. Once you get past 5th, I think they are trying to get people continue playing rather than losing the game. It's never nice, right, as a hero to just lose a game. So yeah, I mean, there are a couple of things I'm doing right now, all Blizzard games. I don't play Hearthstone, by the way, and StarCraft is because I'm so terrible in it. I haven't really got a chance to look into it again. So anyway, I'm done with the 5+2 dupe wave. I'm not going to continue. Things are very, very boring here because it's just either too simple or just not rewarding. So I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just unsummon this guy. I'm just going to lose here as a hero. This is terrible, but yeah. So one done. Wow. So that counter one. All right, cool. Yeah, I've also got this like a couple other games that Undertale gifted from my friend. It's really nice, and I've bought the Risk of Rain. I think Rain is kind of nice, like a platform game as well. So these are things that I'm playing right now. So that's all it is. And by the way, once you complete the 5 wave of just clicking through a thing, and usually people watch YouTube, like, you know, another way to get this 5 way done, if you are just like, you just want to get a reward and be done with it, is that you can start the Holosim, zone in, tap out, watch YouTube like this video, and then after that, then after that you could die there, then it counts as 1. You've completed 1. It doesn't matter. You participate, it's a complete. Then after that, you log back in again and die again while watching YouTube, and yeah, it works. I don't know whether they have closed the loop though. The last time it was like that, it works. So where have I got the? Hang on, where's the reward that I have? What? Hang on a second, man. There's a shield reward, right? I've done it. I don't know, man. It's already. Debrief with Agent Coulson in Avenger Tower. So where in the world is Agent Coulson? Now that is really embarrassing because usually they probably have moved it around somewhere. Usually they put Agent Coulson somewhere here. That was maybe moved to somewhere here. No, I don't know. Do you see Agent Coulson? Maybe I'm asking my wife right now. This is Agent Coulson, by the way, but not the NPC. And I really don't know where Agent Coulson is anymore. Is there a need to move them?
Maybe he needs to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, maybe he went to the bathroom. That's what my wife said. So they move it here, Agent Coulson. So once you have that, you have the. Oh man, don't do that, man. What? I play so many World of Warcraft. Control B is to look into my, and I lost all my loot. Is it? Oh, great. Yeah, anyway, that's terrible. Anyhow. So I did it for nothing, huh? Anyway, okay. So I will see you next time in probably another game. Bye.